All right, we're gonna do this third time. I had an issue when the wife walked in, but hey, man, she wanted a hello kiss, so there it is. W1SRR. I'm here with the ID-50. I just configured it. I updated the firmware. I also updated the USB drivers to the newest version that came out a week ago from ICOM Japan. It's version 1.6. The new firmware version is version 1.04. So in order to check that, go down to others. Going to get information, version, and there it is. CPU is version 104. That's what you're looking for. It's also been updated for the GPS. DSP version has been the same. So we're going to go back out, and I want to show you guys how to get a D-Star. So we just get out totally. I am right now on Simplex, but normally it doesn't come like this. What I did was, instead of having both the main and the dual on, usually when you get out of the box, it comes out like this. What you do is take the main and dual button here. You can go ahead, that either highlights which one will become the main. But if you, in case you want to see only one of them, just press and hold it. Bam. And it just makes it for a nice, cleaner interface, especially when you're just learning the radio. Next thing you want to do is you want to go in DR mode. The unit itself, you see on top there's a little satellite symbol. That's for your GPS. You want that not to flash. If it's flashing, it means it's looking for a satellite. I took it outside so I can lock onto the satellite, and I brought it back inside where there's air conditioning. And so here we go. Use the button down here that says DR. You're going to press DR, and you're going to hold on to it. Now, as you can see, it's already saying Orlando, and that's my closest repeater. But in case I wanted to change that, I can go down, press the center toggle button, if you will, go to near repeater DV for digital or D-Star, and now it's searching. Now I can pick which repeater I want to be in. This one in capitals belongs to a good friend of mine, K4 Video Robert. He is just down the block. But in all honesty, it's not a very active repeater. So the Tavares repeater, I'm not sure why it's there at 6.6 miles. I believe it's further out. So we'll have to check on that one day. But the closest repeater is the W4 AES repeater or the N4 ARG repeaters in Kissimmee, St. Cloud. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back up here. We're selected. This is the repeater we're going to use. There's already someone on it, so we're just going to put the volume on.
But it has, it has to then get that telemetry.
He's using an IC705, and he's in Canada.
In any event,
I'm going to turn it back down. Now, what I wanted to do is, I'm indoors, and I'm only using the stock rubbery antenna, so I may not be able to, even though I can hear them pretty good, I may not be able to send commands up here in the to field. So I got the to field highlighted. It says use reflector right now. If I wanted to change that, there's a couple of ways I can change the commands up there. I use the to field, and I say that's the command line. Basically what you're doing is that. So for instance, if I want to link to a repeater, if I wanted to unlink from a repeater, if I want to do an echo test, if I want to do information on the repeater, and back to CQ. Or I can go the other way, which is right here on the toggle. So you toggle that, go to reflector, and from there you see the same exact commands. You have the use reflector, which is your CQ. You link to reflector, unlink reflector, your echo test, and your repeater information. So these are this is basic out of the box configurations. Now let's go to link to reflector. In here you have two things. The reflector 001 Charlie, which was already there and I utilized. So it's going to maintain about 5, I want to say 5 to 10 memories there from the last time you used it, which is nice in case you use a particular reflector all the time. So it stores it there, and it's a quick way of getting it. Or you could go back up to where it says direct input and press the center button, and there you see where it's flashing on reflector. You could change that. So we're going to change it. You could change the XRF, DCS, XLX, and then back down. So it gives you, just like on the 705, it gives you 4 options. Over here, it's 001 Charlie, and you can go as far as it'll let you go. So there is that. The local repeater here, just like I did on my 705 video, is 37 Charlie. And just highlight the C. You can change that to a B, to an A, to a D, whatever. The L stays where it's at. It means link. Now that I'm there, I can go ahead and just press the center button, and it's highlighted there. Link to reflector. So we're going to check if there's anyone using the repeater. Seems pretty quiet. And we're going to send a command. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to work because I'm indoors. All right, so let's see. It may or may not talk to us. So it seems like it's not talking to us because I am indoors. But what it would say, it's either linked or not linked. Remember, this is a repeater. So I did not unlink the repeater first. I'm just trying to link a reflector without unlinking the present reflector on the repeater. So it's probably going to just turn me down. But if I want to unlink, I could just go back here and go to unlink, press the command. Don't think it's going to unlink, but we'll see. Like I said, we're indoors, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be happening. All right, and then once you're linked to a repeater, let's go back to the link. So once I link to repeater, it says link to, it may read off the whole thing. Link to reflector 37 Charlie. And in this case, it says Delta. So that's, yeah, it's Delta, so let's change it. No wonder. So we're going to go down to C. Now we're going to try the reflector, because I don't know if there's a 37 Delta. It may very well be. But it's not saying anything. Oh, it did a beep. So that may be that someone's there or it got the command. Usually it talks back to you. Depends on the repeater. Then if I'm ready to talk on it, I either scroll up here to where it says use reflector CQ, 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 or I can do it from the bottom where it says reflector, and then I can say use reflector. And it still puts me on the same command. And I'm not ready to talk to anyone if wanted to. Anyways, that's a real fast, easy way of doing this. Showed you a couple of ways, either through the traditional way here or using the dial on top. And I also told you there are a couple of updates for it. So you got a firmware update up to version 1.004. And there is a USB update for the serial driver. So that's up to version 1.60. So go ahead and knock those out. There's also the CS50 software. So if you need the CS50 software, make sure to visit ICOM Japan's website for the software. Unfortunately, ICOM America's website, I'm not sure what's going on over there, but they're not updating the software like they're doing in Japan. So you might as well just go to Japan, to the Japan website, I should say. All right, I'll let you go. It's already been a long video, going on 10 minutes. Hope you had you learned something, and if you have anything to share, go ahead and make sure to quote below. This is W1SRR. My name is Mike. I'm located in Orlando, Florida. I want to bid you and yours 70 trees. You take care and have fun. Powder on.